Greetings and welcome my friends. You have come over to the fun side. This is the Discovery, a 5-color deck featuring some Discover cards and a 5-color invasion. The aim of the deck is to use our cards to control the board and gain board and hand advantage with our mix of cards. This is a very unique deck and there is no line of plays that we follow game after game. Each game plays out a bit differently and what we play is dependent on what we've got in hand. But one thing always remains the same, we have to keep enemy men off the board. We have a lot of control elements to get that done. We eventually get an attacker or two to get in for hits. Turn the Earth is a card that can be used against reanimation strategies or to repopulate our deck with important cards. It's excellent against mill as well. We have 3 Sheoldred's Edict for spot removal or to clear out enemy Planeswalkers. It's a versatile card but something like Go for the Throat can be easily brought in as a substitute. Invasion of Ixalan is a land finder or later in the game we can use it to find one of our Planeswalkers. At 2 mana, it makes it easy for us to keep any 2 landers. Once we flip it, it turns into a 4/3 beast that gets indestructible whenever we play a card. The Tunnel Grinder is here as a way for us to toss extra lands away and get fresh cards. It flips into a land that gives us a free discover whenever we play a permanent spell. The advantage we can get from it is huge. Wrenn and Realmbreaker is a 3-mana planeswalker that can make a land into an attacker. We also plan on firing off her ultimate to play our permanents from the grave. This lets us play out planeswalkers or invasions again and again. While in play, Wrenn makes it so we can tap our lands for any color we need. In a 5-color deck this ability lets us be able to play out our cards so much easier. Circuit Mender is a fantastic creature that can step in the way of a big attacker. When it leaves the board for any reason we get a draw and we gain 2 life when it enters play. The Wandering Emperor is great removal as well as being able to build up an army on her own. She can also pump one of our men to make it a serious threat. Drag to the Bottom is a sweeper that can eliminate men with 6 toughness or less. It will take out indestructibles as well. Teferi, who slows the sunset, is a very versatile planeswalker. We can tap and untap or use him to dig through our deck. What we want to do is get him up to his ultimate while making it difficult for the opponent. And Teferi can muddy up the opponent's strategy. Elspeth is only a 1/of in the deck but she plays a big role. We plan to use her ability to add +1/+1 counters to our men to give them life link. We tend to take a lot of hits early and Elspeth is a way of being able to help us recover some of the life we've lost. Sunfall is very likely one of the best sweepers ever. It will evaporate all men on board and give us an incubator token. Sunfall has the power to turn a game around. Quintorius is a solid planeswalker. We'll make tokens or use the Discover ability for life gain as well as an extra card. And that's really all we want. It's very unlikely that we will want to fire off the ultimate ability. Invasion of Ixalan is a bomb. It can help us turn the tide of a game that has been going bad. One key to every game is playing this out and defeating it to awaken the Maelstrom. The power of this card is hard to match. Invasion of Ixalan is another sweeper. This one is selective in that we can choose to destroy all legends or non-legends. Or both. Once defeated, Marches can run the board. With Death Touch and her ability to draw us an extra card, we can easily get out of hand. Plus when she attacks she can instantly flip any invasion we have. Kymiel's Discover ability is fantastic. But we also love that once it's in play our spells can no longer be countered. The Discover 5 ability will hit the majority of our cards. Only the Invasion of Ixalan is more than 5 mana. For lands we've gone with 3 different triple lands. That's to help our 5-color madness. We also have triples of 4 duals. Again, without a Wrenn in play we'll want to be able to get as many different colors of mana as we can. And we finish off with 2 forests and 1 each of the rest of the basics. Playing the deck is a bit complicated depending on the draw we've gotten. It's a matter of staying alive until our powerful cards and effects can take over the game. One key is getting a Wrenn in play to make it easier to play our cards out. If the deck gets rolling, it can be rather hard to stop. There are enough cards that get us other cards that we should always have options. That's the deck, boys. Let's go play some games.
Do you want to play a game?
This is Rod Rigo. Whoa, settle down hot rod. Put the sword away and nobody gets hurt. We start off with a 3-lander. We have a decent assortment of colors. We'll want to find a second white for Sunfall. We're really only missing 2 colors for the invasion. Circuit Mender is not concerned about colors and we like playing out the Tunnel Grinder mid to late game. As we like to say around here. Keep your pants on. That right there gets us all 5 colors. All we need now is time and opportunity. They throw down a wedding announcement, but it works kind of slow. 1 token every turn is not something we'll worry about for the moment. We don't need mending, but we mend anyways. When he enters play, he's already done half his job. The other half comes when he eats a removal and gets us another card to replace himself. They use the end on our mender. That will still draw us a card. We lose all our menders, but that's just fine. I see it as a fair trade. It's just now at this very moment that I notice how big their deck is. That's one of those Mega Zillas that's a good 200 cards or more. They must hate losing to Mill, lol. It's only 2/1/1 men, but let's clear them out. We don't want them to draw cards. Let them draw only once per turn. That's land 5, and now we can drop our invasion. For 5 mana we get a free spell as well as another card in hand. Some would say this is value, but to me it's simply advantage. We get another drag and an Ixalan. Let's play out the Ixalan. That'll fetch us a permanent from the top 5. The headquarters would be fine, it would be our second white, but it enters play tapped. Let's grab the farmland instead. We can play it out next time and we'll be able to Sunfall. They've been hitting us with their land. 1 man is not worth using our Sunfall, so we'll go with Quintorius. We can make token blockers and slow their roll. It's very likely they won't want to trade their land with our token. They send their token at Quintorius. They don't even bother with activating their land. Sure then, bro. All yours. They fire off a soul transfer. Why attack then? That seems like a waste. We draw Teferi. That's going to be our play. We'll start adding loyalty, and as a nice side effect we also gain 2 life.
Slowing things down is just as delightful as speeding things up. Don't worry, it's only a little mischief.
The tunnel grinder will help our hand out a bit. Let's drop some of the dead weight and get a fresh set of cards. And those are excellent cards. We're happy to see all of them. That didn't really do much. It does get rid of our blocker, but it takes their token as well.
More cunning than I thought.
We have to get Wrenn down. The sooner we can get her ultimate, the easier this game will get. Plus we'll have a source of damage and a blocker.
I can muster. Please, buy us more time.
We have the 5 mana for Alara now, but let's wait until later. We want to keep our land up as a blocker. If they do try to send their land at us again, we have the Edict to take it out. They play out Aloran. The tunnel grinder will be going away, but it's not a critical piece. It's an added bonus and one that did half its job already. It's a sad day when you use a sweeper to take out one enemy, but here we are. Pour some out for the souls we didn't kill off. With that out of the way, let's get in for a hit.
I must fight back.
And some think time only flows in one direction.
One more and we'll flip Alara. They play out a Hive. Take note that they are down to just 2 cards. They are running short of options, but we're about to ramp up. We'll tap down their land so they can't block. Teferi is pretty good in case you hadn't heard.
Second here, second there. Who's counting?
We'll aim the destroy portion at their hive. We can't let them have an endless stream of men. The lads have been told the party is cancelled, they'll be staying home. No free beers. Often I like to copy a land or even a Circuit Mender, but all we have are lands right now. Brain meltdown is happening over there. Another one? That's what happens in 60 card decks. Try it out sometime, bro. That's a free Emperor, ladies and shark men. Yeah, we'll take it.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelmed. Guards, to me!
Wow, they sacked their team pump to get rid of Wrenn. It's a shame, sure. But we have a backup in hand. And what we want to do is keep getting in for hits. They really hate our Planeswalkers. Maybe they see Teferi as harmless. They haven't even looked at him.
I'm never done for good.
Be swift. We haven't much time.
A 6/6 land makes it easy to flip these
Buy us
invasions.
more time.
We'll snipe their land and pump up our team. As you can see, this can slowly start getting out of control. They do not have enough removal to slow our roll. They get an Elspeth. They go straight to digging up a card from their deck. That could be just about anything in that monstrosity. They get a land, lol. Times are tough.
Break free and fight!
And some think time only flows in one direction.
That's a cruelty of Gix, and they go straight to the tutor section. More removal then? Or maybe a Sheoldred.
Allies everywhere! Stand with us!
A breach? That's what they got with the cruelty. I have no idea what they could get that will gain them an edge at this point. Two Planeswalkers is just not going to be enough.
Opportunity to learn more about this city. I've made plenty of connections.
Go and drink deep of sorrow.
So many screams! Harness the connections between all things.
We were got by the auto-tapper. We should be activating our 6/6 land, but here we are firing up a little boy.
Please, buy us more time.
I need this battle over. Let's hurry to the end.
They blow their Silex as a life-saving measure. All it really does is slow us down by a turn or two. Everything we have can come back from the grave, lol. They have 4 cards they can play, we have like half our deck we can play. Also, GG's. We can drop Emperor now and make a token, then on our turn we'll play Wrenn from the grave and activate the 6/6 land for a total of 8.
I hope you're ready.
They saw it coming, GG's. This is Jack, you don't know Jack. No wait, it's Jake the Snake. We get a 4 lander this time out. We do have an Invasion of Ixalan and that can help us find something useful. Keep. The Ixalan gets us a look at some good cards, but we'll take the Mender here. It's a nice cheap body that can draw us a card if they decide to kill it. If they use a counter on our Mender, that will be fine. That will be 1 counter out of the way. But no, Mender goes down without a fight. Well, that makes them a creature-based Azorius. And our Mender will get to hold back their team. They threaten to grow their team, but our drag is already at -4/-4 to everything on board. And if we don't have the mana for it, we should be able to hold out until we can Sunfall. We do draw a second black. Let's clear out the enemy team. They will get a token to replace their losses, but we get a draw. Haven't seen Azorius soldiers in a long while. They used to rule the roost, now they've been relegated to eating sad witches. We'll play out our Ixalan and see what we get. That's going to be another Mender. Easy. Let's play it out and see if they have a counter. Yes they do. Let's hope they play out more men for our Sunfall. Oh, that's a juicy board, isn't it? We can get rid of one of their top dogs. They are down to 2 cards and we have an Alara coming up that can give us the edge. We draw into a Wrenn. We'll play her out and get in for hits. If they have another counter, we even have the mana to pay for it.
There, in the tangle, I see a path to victory. I must fight back.
They play out an emergency 1/1. Even with its token friend, these guys are a little bit too small. They must be finding it hard to believe their eyes. It's a tough pill to swallow when you play out some of your best men only to see your opponent repopulate their deck with sweepers. Let's fire off Alara and see what we get. That's another sweeper lol. Yeah, we'll take the free sweeper. Thanks Alara.
Allies everywhere! Stand with us!
That's a lot of small men. Nothing we can't run over. We can play out our hand. Getting another Alara is huge. Let's fire up a land. If they block up they can take out our land, but that will be a decent trade for us.
Buy us more
So we'll
time.
send it. They love to touch their men in all the right places. Come on bro. Bring it.
The corruption spreads.
Let's see what we get from Alara this time out. A free removal is fine. We do have to pay 1 mana for it, but it's better than nothing. Once again, we'll activate a land and swing in.
Allies everywhere! Stand with us!
They keep their men back, choosing to go for draw instead of hits. We'll have to see if we can find a way to get through. We'll fire off Wrenn's ultimate. We'll be able to play out permanents from our grave for the rest of the game.
Ends. The
First up is Mender.
multiverse is at my
Then we'll
beck
hold
and
mana up
call.
for Emperor. Because we knew they were tapping their men. Now we snipe. It's pretty much GG's, they just don't know it.
I hope you're ready to lose. You're done.
They come in, we'll defend our life total and let them get the hit on the Emperor. On our turn she'll come right back.
See you later. Run away. You'll be safer. This is what
It's a
you get
massacre.
for hurting
We've
my
killed off most of their men and we can keep this up the rest of the game. They don't have any vigilance men that we've seen, so they're going to have serious problems.
Be swift. We haven't much time.
We get another removal for free. That's what we'll take. With our walkers being able to pop back out of the grave and us at 30 life, we no longer have to worry about keeping anything back to defend. We'll send in our Mender for a hit on our invasion. They should have blocked. It's all bad news for them from here on out. Oh, they can't handle the truth. GG's.